Desmarais Media.
Hi, I like to travel all over the state of Utah. I've been through Weber County, Davis County, even Salt Lake City County, and I'm hoping to go further than that. And in these little videos, you'll get to see me explore some possibly hidden parts of the state that you didn't know were there. So please join me as we go on another exciting adventure in the state of Utah. I'm pretty sure this place is abandoned. I mean, look at the state of it. Of course, I guess, judging by some of the characters around it, could be inhabited as a meth house. This is a very old building, very old architecture. You got their windows are all blocked up there on the first and second floor, so people can't easily get in. But people could definitely be squatting in here. You could easily, definitely be squatting in here. There's people over there talking. Oops. Oh yeah. There's definitely squatter activity. Even right here, people camping out right here. That's crazy. This is a very old building. I would hazard to say it was probably built either in the 1800s or the 1900s. We'll walk up on the porch, and there's some other gorgeous buildings down the street there. We'll walk up and get a better look while I'm in the area. Maybe like a little bell tower, but it's not a bell tower because it's not a they got the windows all covered and everything. This is a very nice building, a very old building. But these houses here are also very old, but people are living in those ones. Of course, people are probably living in this one, but they're squatting in it. Illegally, probably, because there are a lot of beautiful, gorgeous old homes here at Martindale Clinic. This place doesn't even look like it's in business anymore. There's like literally no cars parked here. Oh, maybe that's the busy side. That's the popular side. That says Odyssey House, not Martindale Clinic. Huh. It's an old house with a day room, a sunroom. West. Medical ventures. So they got at least 2 clinics here. Medical offices. Those are shelves. You never know. And people, you know, they don't ask you for money, they demand it, like they expect it. And then, like, I don't have any fucking money. But that's not the answer they want to hear. So, oh shit, this is 900. 300. 900. Where's the laundromat? Newly renovated units. This is an old building, probably from the 70s or the 60s. Probably from the 70s. So, I'm gonna film here just for safekeeping. I don't like the look of the traffic here. People just zipping by. I've seen at least 2 people run red lights, which I'm not crazy about, obviously, as a pedestrian. So, we got an old church. I wonder if that's an LDS church or a Catholic church. You would think Salt Lake City being as big as it is, and it's supposed to be inclusive of everybody, they would have one of every kind of church here. So far, I've seen multiple varieties of Christian churches. That's pretty much it. I think there's a Buddhist one too, but that's all the way near the like Delta Center or somewhere. I wonder, that looks kind of like it could be an Art Deco type of house. 800, 500 south. And I found this lovely trashy place called Ex-Wife's Ex-Wife's Place. Do we want to try to guess what that might be? A bar or a strip club? Or both? Maybe an adult bookstore? Ex-Wife's Place. And the wind is back with full force, trying to knock my hat off. Well, you know, this place takes all comers. You don't have to have a driver's license. You can drive an e-scooter and have no problems. Let's see if I capture some of this demolition while I'm here. I don't know what building that is that they're tearing down, like a hotel or an old community center or something. But they got a hose going, and they're in the process of demolishing it. It looks like it's been mostly demolished. They're excavating the ruins. We've got an old school burger joint here, Hires Big H. I don't know why it's called Hires. Hi-Res? Like a hamburger joint. Which is just crazy. I mean, I love these vintage restaurants, but it's right here and I saw this ugly gentrified crap. Of course, that lovely sign. That's all sun faded. So I'm over here in Salt Lake City, and I believe that this is the remains of an Arby's. In fact, their drive-through boxes are completely dismantled. That looks like an Arby's. In fact, a more modern looking Arby's, like from the last 20 years or so, before they, like, you know, because all modern restaurants that get put in, they look like those McDonald's, the slate gray boxes and everything. So, you know, if I find a chance to do some urban exploration here and film wherever I'm at, I'll take it. Yeah, see the drive-through order is all dismantled. I can't think of any other restaurant that looked like this. I want to say this is definitely an Arby's restaurant. And it's the first of its kind that I've seen actually decommissioned in such a state of disrepair. Windows are all boarded up because people go in here and shoot up. They'll go in there and do drugs and, you know, squat in there. So technically I'm not loitering because I'm moving. I'm constantly moving. I'm not really, I guess technically I'm trespassing, but I'm walking through, is what I like to call it. I'm walking through the area. Yeah, decommissioned Arby's here in Salt Lake. This is another old school, very old building. I think this is another Greek Orthodox church. Although Salt Lake Art Museum. It's not even a church building anymore. Actually, I think this used to be a Jewish, I forget the proper name that they call it. But if you look like the designs, how it looks like a stop sign, it's octagonal. A little star symbol. I think that used to be a Jewish church. And now it's a museum. That is so crazy. This whole building is an antique center. This is an ancient, this is an old building and it's a store. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure I filmed here before. I just marvel at these columns and the Grecian style. Little lions there. And the wrought iron gate. That's cool. It's just sad though. See, like people will say, well, at least it's being used. That should be like a, you know, a governor's mansion or like a hotel or something instead of just like an antique center. What even does that mean? Is that a fancy way of saying museum? Is it a fancy way of saying we're not like other like thrift stores, like art dealers? I don't know. Oh, there's a dog up there. I don't know if people live there or not, but that's a pretty cool looking house. So thank you everyone for watching. I hate to sound like a broken record, but please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more of my park audits, because especially if you're here in Clearfield, Utah, your tax dollars, regardless if you go to the parks, if you're paying taxes, your tax dollars are going to the Parrot Tax Fund, which funds all these things, all these amenities. So it's important that you know where your tax dollars are going to. So until then, I'll see you in the next one.